let's add one more technique that I kind of feel lands in the abilities to do buttonholes, sew on buttons, and sew on eyelets. And it's a bar tack. And one of the things we have on the Husqvarna Viking Brilliance 75 is kind of a built-in manual. So if you ever can't remember what a stitch is, don't forget you can touch the question mark and then touch the picture of a stitch, and it will tell you what it is. Sometimes in the utility stitches, those stitches aren't, we just don't know what they're used for. So touch the question mark, touch the stitch, see that that is a flat lock stitch, where and what kind of fabrics it might be recommended for. So here's what we're gonna do. Now, there are two stitches. There is stitch number 22 is an actual bar tack, okay? And then stitch number 27, now when I touch this, you're going to hear something click. And that is the feed dogs lowering for this stitch. Now what is this stitch? This one is a belt loop stitch. So have you ever had a belt loop kind of come undone and you just really need to re-stitch that? This stitch lowers the feed dogs and it goes out and back. And I'm actually going to stitch it because I can't remember if it actually goes out and back multiple times. So let's just go ahead and do it. But you just set it up. It does start on the left-hand side here. And I'm going to just sew. It does it 4 times. Oh, and cuts. I didn't even push the button. And it is pre-programmed to cut. So it actually went out, back, cut. And so that is going to be very, very secure. If I wanted to do it again, I could also do it before it actually, I pull it out. I could actually redo a second one as well. Okay, so that's number 27. Let's come back to 22. So this actually is one of those stitches that has the reverse button showing. So indicating I need to be pushing the reverse button somewhere within this to control the length. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and just do a few stitches. It is waiting for me to tell it how long I need this tack to be. So if I want it to be this long or if I need it to be this long, I'll sew down, touch the reverse button, and you kind of notice that the arrow on screen now points up. So it goes back up, right next to it, kind of like a railroad track, and I realize I'm in control of where it needs to go back to. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and push that button. I'm coming back over it. So I actually got it longer than I needed it to be. So I'm in charge of each time it needs to be a new step. So I can lock it at the end. Let me do that one more time and show you that each time you need it to change direction, you do touch the reverse button. Now actually what I am actually did is now ready to stitch on screen. That's actually going to be, I feel I'm going to remember what I just did. So I'm going to stitch it one more time. Nope. I have to do that. It is in charge of, I am still in charge of what the length is going to be. So let me go ahead. I'm going to reselect that stitch. We'll do it from the beginning, and that's why we test these, right? So when you're ready, stitch down, touch the reverse button. When you want it to go back, when it gets to the top of where you want it to be or where you started, touch it again. Let it zigzag over itself. It's a very heavy, heavy stitch. And then when you get down to where you want it to end, touch it again, and now it will lock it off. So that is something, each time you do it, you are in charge of its length. It does not remember it for you, but that is actually a wonderful way of doing a bar tack. So as we know, we are always recommending you to stitch out your stitches, see how they look, learn how they're done. So next time when you actually need to secure something really, really well, you know how the bar tack is designed to work.